Hi, I'm some goof who draws, and this is my speed paint for Deltarune. This is just kind of to, put out a little video just so, you have something if the Bending Link Machine video doesn't come out on time. But, yeah, so I don't really know what to say. This is me drawing Frisk. I wasn't sure about their, I prefer her, but their design, so I accidentally put lines on the arm at one point, which there isn't. There it is, which there aren't. And I kind of wanted to do something fancy, with each of their souls, but you'll see. So I'm using Krita, if you can see that, but you can't. I'm watching the footage right now. And I'm just using, the basic brushes. I think that's the paint tool. I don't know for sure. Krita is really good. It's for free on Windows and I think Mac. You can pay for it on Steam, and it's probably better. I wouldn't know. And I'm just gonna talk about the state of my channel a little bit. I'm gonna get rid of the singing, because at least until I get actual voice lessons. Because oh boy, self-confidence. But it's gonna be replaced with this and animatics. I do have an idea for one that'll come out at some point. And one thing about Krita, real quick, just while it's on top of my head, you're gonna see it more in full effect later. The paintbrush doesn't do the fill bucket doesn't do its job quite properly. So like you can see the white on Frisk's hair, and so yeah, that's a thing. And you can see my obvious bias in the hairstyles, because of course the main differentiating factor between all of my characters is their hair and their clothes. Oh, you just saw a little my Mario Maker Super Smash Bros. Background. But I do, please don't take offense to this, but I do consider Kris a boy, Chara a boy, and Frisk a girl. So, whatever, I don't care. I wanted to do something fancy with Kris's soul here, but it really didn't work out. It kind of just, I just kind of made it Frisk's. So, oh yeah, and the legs, I have trouble drawing straight lines, so it's just like, heck it, I'm just gonna use the line tool. And also, I kind of wanted, this is just me, like, experimenting with stuff. I always do that. Here's what I'm trying to do with Kris's soul. But I'm always experimenting with stuff. I kind of wanted Kris's sweater to be longer than their, to be too big for them. So I didn't make, like, the legs connect, They just kind of came out of the bottom, unlike Frisk's and Chara's. And of course I do show my age bias as well, but that doesn't matter nearly as much on the internet. And real quick, just to comment on Deltarune, which of course this is half of, man, I love it. If you haven't seen it, see it or play it, it's free. Yeah, so yeah, that's the thing. I always like to do charcoal for the backgrounds. It just looks so nice. Oh, and this is me experimenting with different ideas for Gaster in the background, which I did want, because obviously he unifies these two universes, Deltarune and Undertale. Oh yeah, and this is me doing some light shading. I usually don't shade, but I thought for this I probably should. Oh yeah, and lesson learned! I need to put my colors on a different layer as the line art, because oof, that's a hassle to erase the shading from the line art. This is 10 times the speed. This is all unscripted, if you can't tell, but this is all 10 times the speed, so it took about 50 minutes to do. 51, I think. And so yeah, then there's me shading in Chara. I didn't put any shading on the souls because I kind of wanted them to have like a glow to them, which I could have done more obviously, like put a little red glow on their clothes. But yeah, that's the the drawing. And this is the final masterpiece. I didn't want to name it for fear of sounding pretentious, but this is YouTube. We're all pretentious. This is Ambiguous. Hey, thanks for watching. I need an outro. So, about that animatic I mentioned earlier. It's gonna come out on a certain day to celebrate the release of a certain game. Anyway, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell or heckin' whatever. You click to watch more of my stuff. Okay, bye! Bye! I listen to Game Grumps while I draw, if you were wondering.